Some cultures, they are trying to don't speak in English.
In Japan, feels like you're living in a video game.
You are specified into the mineral economy.
That's a mystery.
Okay, first of all, could you please introduce yourself to our listener?
Okay, yeah. So my name is Newton Malala, originally from Kenya, and I've been in Japan since 2016. Yeah. 2016. Yeah, that's I think 8 years ago or something. Yeah, so I came to Japan as a graduate student. Yeah. Now I work as a SCADA engineer. Yeah, here in Tokyo.
Car engineer.
SCADA engineer. SCADA. I will explain maybe later more about my work, but
Okay,
I work
great.
as a SCADA engineer. Mm-hmm. So before, of course, I lived in Akita for 5 years as a graduate student, master's 2 years, then PhD 3 years. Mm-hmm. And before that, I was in Kenya. I studied in Kenyatta University for my undergraduate. Yeah, and before that, I was just in some high school in Kenya. Yeah, so basically that's a nutshell about myself. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So let's go deep. What was your dream before coming to Japan?
Oh man, I think I have had several dreams along the way. If I start from primary school, for instance, in Kenya, primary school is maybe between ages around 4 to around 14 years. So around that time, I thought I'll be a priest. You know, a priest, like
Priest,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Catholic priest. So basically, I admired the priest then because I studied in a mission school. We call it a mission school, and the priest there had, they portrayed a very, good life, if I can put it that way. So I wanted to be a priest at that time. Mm-hmm. Then in high school, I thought, okay, my dreams changed a bit. I thought I'll work with the UN. So I was really interested in international collaboration, working in international roles. Mm-hmm. And I thought the UN would be the best approach. So I was thinking I really need to get out of Kenya and work in different countries to help support development, mostly in Africa. That was my dream in part of high school. Then when I came to university, I still had the same dream of working at the UN, but eventually I ended up being a SCADA engineer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So life has a way of guiding you through. Yeah.
Yes, great.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to come to Japan?
Yes,
why Japan? Why not China? Why not other European universities or America?
Yeah, I don't have a simple answer to that actually. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, I got the opportunity and I took it. So in university days, we had the opportunity to do a minor in several languages. So we had an option to do a minor in Chinese, Japanese, French, Portuguese, and all this. And of course, the minor, the understanding was if you do that minor, apart from your major, you can have an opportunity to study abroad in that country. Yeah. So we had several options. But when I was trying to apply, so when you go to, for example, French class, it was so full. When you go to Portuguese class, it was so, because I think a lot of people really are interested in going to Europe most of the time. So the classes were so full. But when I looked at Japanese class, there are very few people, maybe 2 or 3. So I think that challenged me. Okay, why not go to Japanese? First, it's a challenge, and also it will also increase my opportunity maybe of going to study abroad. So eventually, I started studying Japanese, and that led me to an exchange program and to Japan. So that's the simple story. Yeah.
Okay, so first when you arrived, you as an exchange student.
Yeah. Yes.
Not like a graduate.
Not like a graduate student. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you surprise?
Oh,
when you first started in Japan?
A lot of things. Of course, coming to Japan as a exchange student, that was my first time to fly. That was my first trip abroad. So all of the I can say all of the things were new to me. But what really surprised me the most, of course, in Japan is the social order. I mean, things were. I remember landing in Akita around arriving in Akita around 3 p.m. in the evening. I went by bus from Tokyo, and everything was so clean, so orderly. Yeah, and honestly, I was surprised. I arrived around September or October, so it was autumn season. So it was very beautiful, the autumn leaves and stuff. So exactly like what I used to see in pictures. I mean, you see a postcard, the pictures that they send about Japan autumn. So it was really like real life experiencing that, and that was surprising. Yeah. So a lot of things really are surprising. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so our listener, maybe some of them are trying to come here in Japan for the first time. So do you have any like survival tip, the small tip for the first time visitors?
For the first, I think the best from my experience, what I can tell them is just be open. I mean, just be curious, because Japan is totally different, at least from my experience, totally different from my home country. The food is different, the culture is different, the convenience, I don't know, so many things are different. So if you try to live your life the way you lived in your home country and try to live the same life in Japan, then things will be a bit tough on you. So just be open, be curious. I mean, go with the flow, enjoy the food. Try new foods are totally different. Try new foods. Don't be afraid to, for example, to eat raw fish. It's good actually. Yeah. So be open-minded. Yeah, I think that's what I can tell them. Yeah.
Great. Be open-minded.
Yeah, be open-minded. Yeah, that's
great. One just small quick question. Aren't the Japanese people can speak English?
Not so many, honestly, in my opinion. Of course, they can speak English. Some can speak English, but majority cannot speak English. They understand English, but they cannot speak English. Or I don't know, they don't want to speak English, I don't know. But yeah, they understand, but they don't speak English. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Why I'm asking is some countries like France, maybe China, they are trying to don't speak in English. They are like, they just decided, I will not speak in English. How about Japan? Are they have like hard culture, like Japan first culture?
No, I think a lot of people, from my experience, if they will go out of their way, for example, to help you, for example, if it means speaking English with you. Yeah, so it's not that they don't want to speak English. I think a lot of people in Japan want to speak English, but for some reason, I don't know, they are shy or whatever reasons. Yeah, but it's not that they are, my language first, I don't want to speak any foreign language. I think they want to speak, but for some other reasons that I can't tell. Yeah, most of them end up speaking Japanese most of the time. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Yeah. So maybe they want to know more about your major, more about your specific research maybe. So let's start from the bachelor degree. What did you learn?
Yeah, so in bachelor's I studied economics and statistics. Yeah, that was in Kenyatta University. So I majored in economics and statistics. And then when I came to graduate school, I went to mineral economics. Yeah, so basically mineral economics, we are trying to study the supply and demand of mineral resources in the world. Yeah, so that was hot, and I think it's still a hot topic in Japan, because as you know, Japan is an island country with very limited resources. So this supply and demand of mineral resources for their economy is a kind of a big area of study in Japan. So I studied that, and specifically for my case, I tried to study the supply and demand of rare earth metals for Japan. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For Japan.
Yeah, for Japan
not
specifically.
For Kenya.
Not for Kenya, for Japan. Yeah. So that was the focus of my graduate school research. Yeah. So I was trying to analyze the risks to the supply of rare earth metals into Japan. Yeah. Yeah.
We don't know about what is rare earth metal.
Yeah.
Even it's really hard to say.
Yeah, true. The name is, so basically just think of this new technology, for example, I don't know, batteries, for instance, iPhones, all these new technology. We have some very important metals that are in these new technologies. For example, I can say for batteries, lithium, for instance. For what other example can I give? Rare earth metal, which are the example I can give? But basically these new technologies, they require some specific metals to manufacture them, but these metals are not very abundant in nature.
I see.
Yeah, so they are very
We
specific.
have very few.
Yeah, very few
Very
supplied by
small,
very
huh?
few countries. So, and Japan requires a lot of these metals because of the nature of the economy as well. Yeah, they produce a lot of high tech equipment and stuff. So the demand and supply for these metals is very important, and that's why I studied it here in Japan. Yeah. So I tried.
So you first learned a bit about the economy.
Yeah.
In bachelor degree.
Yeah.
So you are specified into the mineral economics.
Yeah, you could put it that way. So undergraduate is more general economics and statistics. Then in graduate school, I focused specifically to mineral economics. Of course, it was not entirely economics. We had to study some geology, in some engineering, mineral processing. So it was a kind of a multidisciplinary field, but a big chunk of it was economics. Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So, as an international student, like me and you, by the way, we were in the same lab.
Yeah.
So, it's a long story. I will share it later. But as an international student, it is really hard to find a job after graduation.
Yeah.
How was that?
At least a couple of years before. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. If you want to work in Japan,
years.
a couple of years before, yeah.
Not a couple of months.
No, months. By months, you're late. Yeah, if you're thinking of months, you're late. I think, for example, assuming you came to Japan for undergraduate, that's 4 years, right?
Yes.
And you intend to work in Japan. I think by the second year, you should already be thinking of where I want to work and start applying, looking at the companies, and testing the market or what skills do they require. Otherwise, it will be very tough for you to find a job as an international student. I think the reason why, it's not that, there are few jobs or something. One of the major obstacles that I see, and some of my friends have as well, is language, Japanese. So a lot of companies will evaluate you as similar as other Japanese job hunting. So if your Japanese level is not good, you will always drop out of the first screening because you have to submit some documents and stuff. So your Japanese ability is very important. That's one thing. But of course, just before that, just knowing, what companies expect and what you can offer. Yeah, I think one thing that's really different and that I found interesting in Japan, during job hunting, you really have to analyze yourself and get to know yourself so much deeper, because companies will really want to know your personality and where you fit in the company and what you really want. Yeah, it's not just what you can give to the company, but the company will also try to see what they can give to you. Yeah, I think that's very important. A lot of people just think working is just one way, giving my time to the company. But I think here in Japan, I found that a lot of companies are also interested in seeing, okay, what can we give to this person? So if you can't show, if the company feels there's little they can give to you, probably they won't hire you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds very white.
It's good actually. It's because I also had the same mindset. I just thought the companies are most interested, okay, just hiring you because you'll give them labor.
Yeah.
But at least I don't know if this applies to undergraduate, but at least for graduate students who are job hunting, the companies also think, is there anything in our company that we can give this person? Will this person feel fulfilled by working with us. Yeah. So that's something that also is always eats them up. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds great. That sounds great.
Yeah.
So, what was your first job in Japan?
In Japan. So in Japan, my first job was I worked as an engineer in engineering, procurement, and construction company for solar power plants.
Solar
Power plants. Yeah. So my first company, we constructed solar power plants, small to medium voltage solar power plants. So maybe maximum of 50 kilowatt power plants. Yeah. So we will get a request from customers, and we'll do the engineering, we'll do the procurement and the construction of the power plant, then hand the plant to them. So I was in the engineering department of this. Yeah, so basically in the engineering department, what we did is, before you construct a solar power plant, you have to know the capacities of for example, how many solar arrays can be put together into one string, depending on, the inverters they are using. So there are a lot of engineering and calculations to be done there before you start constructing the power plant. Yeah. So it's not just, there's a lot of some engineering or electrical engineering required before you construct. So we did with that, then handed over to the construction team. Yeah.
But you studied about economy.
Yeah, so that's
how did you manage that engineering stuff?
Yeah, so that's a mystery. Yeah, I don't know how I ended up in engineering, but anyway, not that I don't know how I ended up, because at the back of my mind, honestly, I was always interested in renewable energy. Yeah. Renewable energy, renewable solar, especially solar, because of course I grew up in an environment without electricity. Yeah. So I always made my first company. It was surprising when I told them I actually, in my home in Kenya, we first got electricity when I was 22. So I was always interested in solar power, electricity, and mostly solar power. So when I got the opportunity, of course, I took it with the understanding that this knowledge will help me to, of course, help spread renewable energy back in Kenya. But that should not scare anyone, because I think the nature of jobs here in Japan is you are hired and you are trained. Yeah. So
you're hired and trained.
Yes, you are hired and trained. So irrespective of what you did in school, the company will hire you and they will train you. Yeah. So I got trained in the first company, and now I'm enjoying being in this renewables industry. Yeah.
Wow. So it's quite, I think it's quite new news for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially the most of the time when you hire, you have to work.
Yeah.
Not learn.
Yeah.
But you learn.
Yeah,
something.
I think a lot of companies in Japan do that. They will hire fresh graduates, irrespective of what you did. You could have done English literature, you would have done, biochemistry, you would have done economics, you would have done civil engineering, but they will hire you. Then during the first year, they will train you and also try to fit you to where they think you'll be more productive. Yeah. So you might find someone who even did engineering in undergrad, but during the first year the company found, or the company think it'll be a good fit in sales department, so they will find them working in sales department, which is good, and maybe some people might also find it wrong, but that's a good thing. At least you can be trained. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So how about now?
Yeah, so now I left the EPC department. Now I work as a SCADA engineer. So it sounds complicated, but
yes, it is.
Think of it of this way. So imagine you have a big robot in your house.
Robot.
Yeah, just think of this a thought experiment. You have a big robot in your house, and this robot will always tell you, for example, it's that it will tell you the temperature in the morning. It will tell you, it's the morning. It will open up the curtain. It will tell you, your dishes are dirty, clean, or it will help you do a lot of things in the house. So what I do now is, or what my company does is, we build this robot, not really a robot, but for solar power plants. So basically, this robot monitors the solar power plant and sends information like alarms, and gives how much production was done today, maybe if something needs to be changed in the power plant, if there's an alarm that will be triggered, it will trigger that and send an email. So that is the kind of robot we construct. So my work is to, once this robot is ready, is to go to the power plant and commission it, start it up, check that it's working correctly, do some a little bit of test, and then hand over to the client. So that's my work, SCADA engineer. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just an analogy of a robot, but of course it's to understand. But it's
Yes,
of course
yes.
we call it SCADA. So SCADA is supervisory, control, and data acquisition system. Yeah.
Wow, it's more complicated. It's more complicated, but we understand.
Yeah.
So in this era, we are like the watch, maybe the smartwatch, are checking our health. And maybe Alexa, Amazon Alexa are taking care of our home and atmosphere. And we have,
we have
the robot for the solar power plant.
Yeah, we can call it a robot, but of course it's just
the system and techniques.
System and techniques. So you can think of it. So you can think of something to monitor the power plant the same way you have an Apple Watch that monitors your health and tells you, oh, you did this, you did this. Same way we have the system to monitor the solar power plant. So
you once said Japan have very limited resources, but now when I hear that the solar plant thing, it sounds like they are trying to make everything like efficiently. So how about the work ethics, maybe your work environment? Is that everybody is like efficient, or everybody is like hardworking, or somebody else just lazy like me?
No, you're not lazy. Actually, you're one of the most hardworking people I know from university days, so I really admire. But I mean, on average, I think a lot of people in Japan work really hard on average. I mean, the work ethic here is really good, I think. People will, for example, as a company, we'll try to give our client the best product we can. So we'll strive to really impress our client. And that means you have to work a lot to really give a quality product to the client. But that said, of course, we are all humans. Of course, there will be some people who are slacks, and but generally people work a lot, work hard here.
Some country like mine, the developing countries, their salary is not good. So also the working environment is not good, not safe. So because of that, some talents are not working hard, not working like 100%, not they are given the 100%.
There's no motivation.
So if you take only one thing from Japanese working ethic, maybe Japanese working environment or Japanese companies to your country, what would it be?
That's a tough question. But I think what I will take is, I think there's a sense of responsibility for a lot of people here in Japan. I think in Japanese we call it sekinin. I think that's something that I would really love to take back to my country. People to take responsibility for what they do, and I mean give it their all. So a lot of I see this, and here in Japan, someone will take their work really seriously and they'll give their best. I mean, they will not just do it because because I'm just working for the company or something. People are really, they take their job almost as a passion, and they'll take responsibility for everything to make sure they deliver something quality. And I think that's something that I would love to see, reflected back home. So whether it's, I think this is really even seen especially in hospitality industry in Japan. I mean, you'll walk into a convenience store, the attendant will serve you full attention. You'll go into a hotel, the receptionist will give you the full attention. I mean, you just feel they are really doing their best. Yeah, I think that's something I would really admire, and I wish we could share and take back home. Yeah.
Wow, that's true. And also, our first guest of our podcast, our first episode, the Rangaria-san said exactly same thing. Even the Korea, they are not giving full attention to you. But Japan, it was like more than 100%.
Yeah, it is, and it's really encouraging. So after I lived in Japan for a couple of years, sometimes when I go back home, there's this thing we call reverse culture shock. So I go back home and I go to a bank. I mean, there are several tellers that are supposed to be serving you. Only one is working, and the person who is supposed to be serving you is like checking their phone. Yeah, and by the way, that's a good example, like checking their phone on the side. And I mean, here in Japan, rarely, honestly, even from experience, do you see people using their personal phones at work? Rarely,
No.
Yeah, you'll.
Never.
I mean, it's such a standard that I really wish we can carry back home. Yeah.
Great. Seeking there's responsibility to their job. Okay. So we talk about a really lot of good thing about the Japan, but always there had some like challenge we have to overcome. So what was your biggest challenge, or maybe like current challenge? Do you have any challenge?
Honestly, I don't have a challenge, I will say. I mean, as I told you, I came to Japan. That was my first time to come to Japan as the first country I went abroad. And during my exchange program, I had a wonderful colleagues from all over the world. So I have had very good experiences all along. I don't remember struggling or a particular challenge that, this is tough, I want to go back home. I don't remember that. But what I will say, it's not really a challenge, but maybe cultural difference is, and it's cool, it's good, it's a double-edged sword. It's good, but also it's bad. I think life in Japan is it can be so linear. I mean, linear in the sense that some people might find it boring to some extent. Let me explain.
Yes,
not boring. So, I mean, in Japan, you can plan your whole month and things will go exactly the way you plan. So you'll say on Monday, I'll wake up at 7:30. I'll be at the train station by 7:52. The train will leave at 7:53. I'll be at my office by 8:50. And things most likely will go exactly the same. So life is there's very little randomness in Japan. So things are planned, and things always go almost as planned. And some people might find that boring. And we need some randomness in life a bit. So recently I tell my friends, like, sometimes living in Japan feels like you're living in a video game, because everything is already planned and you know your next action. You can always predict what tomorrow will be. There's very less randomness here.
Wow.
That's good, but also it can be bad in some other sense. So that's maybe that's the little not complaint, but an observation I have in Japan. But otherwise, I don't have any challenge. I enjoy living here.
Great.
Yeah.
You're enjoying Japan.
Yeah, I'm enjoying living in Japan.
Great. So when you talk about you got that opportunity to study as a graduate student here in Japan, you told us there had a chance, and you just got it. So there are a lot of young Africans who are willing to go abroad, or who are having a good life in their future. There are a lot of problems now, but in the future they want to change their country and develop, build a better country. So do you have any advice to them?
Advice, always giving advices. I mean, it's a tough one, but I think if I have to really talk to maybe my younger brother who is in high school, or my younger sister who is in high school, I will tell them, make your own path. It's easy to always compare yourself, because my peers are doing this. oh, my friends are going to study in Europe, so I should also go to Europe. Or my friends are getting, I don't know, this company, so I should also go to this company. So I'll encourage them to, make your own path. There are so many possibilities, especially since you are young. There are so many possibilities. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and make your own path. Yeah, explore, dream. So if, for example, there's an opportunity to study abroad, don't be afraid and say, oh, I don't know, I will lose, I don't know, time studying abroad. Or as young people, as growing up, we always drilled, we always told, after high school, go to university. After university, start working. After you start working, I don't know, build a house or something. Yeah, it's a good template for life, but you don't have to follow that. Make your own path. And honestly, I always encourage, even my younger brother, I always tell him, I don't see the rush of the need of rushing to start, for example, working immediately after university, for instance. You'll have enough time to work. So, get to know yourself better, if it's by studying abroad, if it's doing something that you really enjoy, even if it means taking 1 or 2 years out of your planned life. Make your own path. Yeah.
That sounds really healing for us. Because like most of the time, we are not supposed to do that, but we are just comparing ourselves to others.
Yeah,
it just happened.
Yeah, I think it happens, and because the environment, the circumstances, we're always thinking, oh, my friend graduated, he got a job, he's starting a job next month, so you feel like left behind or something.
Yes.
No, if you, especially for high school students, you are so young. You have so many years ahead. So get to explore yourself, get to know what you really like, deviate a bit from this conveyor belt that we have been told we should follow. High school, university, work, build a house, and so just try to create a different path, and you'll find life more interesting, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Wow. Okay, maybe they can breathe now. Some of them, maybe they're really trying to hard to find some scholarship or enroll in some university, and like they have to hard work, and also some of them maybe are doing doing part-time job. A lot of things to do, and sometimes they forgot to breathe.
True.
So when they hear this your voice, maybe
I hope I can encourage. But of course, I know it's easy to say, and especially when you see your peers, progressing in life, and you might feel you're left behind. But if you really if you really think that what you are doing is fulfilling, I think you should keep doing that, irrespective of what your peers are doing. So explore the opportunities. Don't be afraid to say, I don't want to do this because it will waste my time, or I don't want to go to Japan because I don't have any family there, or I don't know. Or if you, and that doesn't mean that everything that you want to do will always go smoothly, and doesn't mean that life will be easier. You'll apply. If you, for example, want to study abroad, that's something that you want to do. It doesn't mean that the first scholarship you'll apply will go through, but since that's the path you want to, keep persisting. Apply for more scholarships and stuff. Eventually there will be a path, I think.
Thank you so much. So let's go to the last question of this podcast. The time flies very fast. So how about your next step?
Well, I don't know. I want to pretend that I have it all figured out and say in 5 years I'll be doing this and this. But honestly, I think I just have maybe medium-term goal. For now, I want to get as much experience as possible in my field, and maybe try to be an expert in what I can. I mean, in what I'm doing right now. Then whatever life takes me 10 years down the line, I'll do that. But what I'm thinking, or what I hope for now, is maybe 5 years, 10 years down the line, once I have this expert knowledge, I can help transfer this maybe to Kenya. I'm sure probably 10 to 10 years, renewables will be booming right in Kenya, so I can use my knowledge that I'm gaining right now to kind of help expand this industry in Kenya. So that's what I'm aspiring to. I'm also thinking, some time down the road, I want to go back to university. I have a PhD that I'm probably not utilizing correctly right now. So sometime down the line, I want to go back to academia and publish. So it's a kind of I have an idea of what I want to do, but it's not something rigid that I will say 5 years I'll be doing this, 10 years. From my experience, I mean, life has led me to things that I thought I would not be doing, but I'm actually enjoying. So I'll just let life lead me. Yeah.
Great. That's true. Okay, good luck to your journey, and thank you so much giving us your story and also the advice. That was really helpful for us.
Yeah.
So see you next time.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I hope I could. I mean, I don't have a really inspiring story, but I hope someone will find one or two things that they can pick up. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Thank you for coming all the way to Tokyo to find me, Ogi. Yeah, really, and it's nice to see you. And you are doing a good job. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you are someone somewhere in Africa is watching this, or they're encouraged, and this is really amazing. Yeah. I think we are the ones who should be doing this. Yeah. Well, thanks. Yeah. Really.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. No, thanks.
Okay. Thank you for watching this episode. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe us, and see you later.
Okay. Thanks. So that's it. Yeah.